Hi guys. Sorry, there's loads of weird noises going on at the minute. Trying to print something and I'm not having much success. So I'm trying to get in through two different printers to see if I can get something to work. Okay, the black and white ones worked. I'm just seeing if the colours worked because my ink cartridge ran out and now it's yelling at me because it's not an official one. It's still going. It's taking ages. I don't know if you can hear it slaving away in the background there. It's finished. We shall see. Nope. I need to replace 2 other ink cartridges, so it's not going to work. But I'll show you what it is anyway. You never know. Okay. Say hello if you are there. I'm just going to try and figure out. I really need to do a colour chart. I'm just going to try and figure out what I want to do. I need to look for... I guarantee you I'm going to look for the colours I can't find. Because that's the way the cookie crumbles, and it's not, it's because I've already pulled it out. I need some furniture colour. What do we want? We want Mars orange and maybe... I did put the special ones I had somewhere. Can I find them? No. Orange red maybe. Furniture colour is what I'm looking for. And then I'll explain to everybody what it is I'm doing. Mars brown or burnt sienna? Mars brown. Burnt sienna. Burnt sienna, where are you? Ooh, pearl copper gold. That's a mica one. I'm going to pull that out. Burnt sienna. If anyone finds my burnt sienna, would they mind pointing it out to me? Burnt sienna. Hi Georgina, hi Pam, hi Wendy. I think I've got the colours I want. It's going to be pretty... It's not going to be plain. It's not going to be boring. It's going to be fantastic. Okay, so I'm just going to share in the Olifante. Don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Apologies if it's wrong. I'm going to explain all in a minute. I'm just going to do this share into the group because I said I would. Yeah, I will explain all. Okay. Post. I thought it was raining then, but it wasn't. It was my cat walking through, and it was the pitter patter of the feet on the lino. Oh, my eyes. Yes, I am, my lovely. Yes. This is a little extra live. I'm not going to lie. I really need the views on my channel, and I've been dying to do these for I don't know how long. So I thought I would use a double excuse of one, having a go at these, showing you what they are, and just chilling out. I really just need to chill. My throat's been really sore again. I've got another appointment with the doctors. I'm just really bored of it all now. So, yeah. So my eyes are really strained and it's just all a bit poo, really. Okay. I think I might finish the lips off tomorrow because we haven't finished those yet, have we? And I could do with finishing them off because the next challenge is already out and I haven't even started it. You need to come back out and go back in. You probably can't hear me as it's buffering. But it's because my stupid thing here that tells me I have an excellent connection is whirring around and around as if I don't have a connection. So it's going to be really hot. Okay, so the plan is to introduce you all to Wendy. Can you tell me if I say this right? Olifante? I think it's Olifante. It's hard to get an appointment. Oh, it's a telephone appointment as well. It's not even a... I want my blood to be done because last time my vitamin D was non-existent and I'm wondering if it's gone back down that route. So we shall see. Sorry, my phone's going mad. Okay, so if I've pronounced it right, Olifante. When I did a bundle a little while ago on my paper cutting templates, for those of you that don't know, I design paper cutting templates and they sell pretty well actually, but they are quite cheap. But they're cheap because I want to make them affordable for everybody, but they're really lovely designs. So I want to show you because I teamed up with Helen of Olifante and she took some of my designs. I can't even see what you're seeing because of YouTube being stupid. Okay, I can see now. So this is one of my paper cut designs. Let's zoom you in. Get it to focus. And this is essentially a photo frame. And it's one of my favourites. Do you know, it's not a popular paper cutting template, which I'm surprised at actually. But I've got a picture of my family behind this from my original paper cut. Olifante. Am I pronouncing it right? I can't even read that. My eyesight's terrible. Olifante? I don't know. They're awesome anyway. You can find her on her channel and she's got a website which I've linked below. So if you can't get to the link yet, you will be able to get. In fact, I'll put the link in the comments. So this is her shop link. No, it's not. Her shop link is... I've asked my kids not to come downstairs. They should be in bed. I guarantee you they're going to come downstairs. Okay, so there's the link. I don't know if I can pin it. Can I pin it? Nope, I can't. Okay. So anyway, I'm going to go show you through. So these are... This is the family one. I've just realised I haven't even shared on my own page. As I say, I personally really like this one. Oh my goodness. I'll get there in a minute, guys. I'm really sorry. I will. I promise. This is where I should just listen to myself and like have a night off, but no. Stupid idea. So my most popular cutting design, by far, second, no, I think it's first actually, over my family tree template, is my bauble templates. And there's more than this available, but these are what I've been sent to have a play with. And they're amazing. I cannot believe the delicacy that her machine is able to cut these. Now, I don't know whether you're going to be able to see. Can you see how fine that piece of wood is on the cane? Look how ridiculously, I mean, that is like point of a millimetre. It is ridiculous how fine her machine cuts this. They're just, and it's really good quality MDF, really good quality. And as I understand it, you don't need to prime it because it's sanded MDF as well, so it's really, really good. I've been having a play, and the reason why I've been having a play is because I want this effect on my cogs. And I've discovered today that you do not need underneath, and I'm totally going to forget what it's called, embossing powder. Come on, focus. You don't need to use embossing powder ink. So I've been having a play and experimenting. This is with the Spectrum Noir. Oh, this camera picks it up really well. This is the Spectrum Noir ink pads. Come on, camera. Why aren't you focusing? Thank you. So this is their ink pad, which I adore. I had a go with just PVA glue, which is this section here, which I think if you were to paint it first, it would be fine. But then I tried with acrylic, which is what I did on his trousers, and it's just come out so nicely. So that's what we're going to be doing today. But that is a small portion of the MDF. If you're a paper cutter and you like these designs, I still sell the paper cutting templates for these. Hi. So they are a few of the bauble designs. We then have my popular elf cam, and there's 2 or 3 different versions of this, but again, it's come out really lovely. And when I do mine, I'm going to resin this so it's really, really shiny, so it looks like a nice shiny camera. And they come with backings as well, so you can put a nice sheet of backing paper or paint the back a different colour, whatever you want to do. So that's essentially what we're going to be doing today, but not with this. We are going to be doing this, which is my Alice in Wonderland paper cutting designs. And I've got 4 of them, and it's been really hard to choose. I've got this size in my Alice Falling and my Tea Party. And then I have my Drink Me as well. So it's been really, really hard to pick. And again, you get your backing boards if you want to do backing on there, which I am today, as long as it doesn't look too fussy. So I've opted to do Alice Falling. I hope you like her. And one that can be a bit tricky to see, I almost went with this one. I might do this on another live feed because she can be a bit tricky to sort of understand who she is until you paint her up. But this is a much larger one. I don't know, can I get you all in? I can get you all in. You're probably going to find her quite hard to see who she is there. Don't know whether... No, it doesn't make a blind bit of difference. I haven't cut them out. I've partnered up with Helen of... I don't know how to pronounce it. I'm really, really sorry. I call it Olifante, but it's not. The link is in the comments. So she's cut them. I've sold them to her on a license thing anyway. So she's cut them out of the MDF with a laser cutting machine. But when I do them, I cut them out of paper. In fact, let me see if I can show you. typically, oh, do I? Probably not. Like, typically I can't find them quickly. But when I do them, I cut them out of paper. So this is not Alice obviously, but this is what they would look like when they're cut out of paper. And I like to do mine in black. But today, because she was so kind to send me these because she's kind, I've decided I want to paint them. And they can be tricky to decide how to paint if you're not used to painting this sort of thing. So I will... Okay, lovely. Fingers crossed for everything tomorrow, and I'll see you then. Will a coffee... Oh, hello. Coffee man's watching. Yeah, so I will be painting these just to show really what you can do with them. And I want to paint them with unusual things, something you're probably not going to think of. So not only have I got my normal acrylic paint, I've brought in the big guns again, and I've brought in my nail polishes because actually I think they would work really well on the wood, and you'd get a nice load of glitter. I've also brought in, I don't know how they're going to work, to be perfectly honest, because I haven't primed it. I know you don't need to prime it for the paint, but I don't know if you need to prime it for the Pinata alcohol colours. I've got my normal acrylic paints, and over the acrylic paints we're going to be doing the holographic, so that's what we're going to be working on first. So let's get the camera adjusted. Let's get you close in actually. Can you see that all right? That's enough, isn't it? Use my old butter dish, although I am quite tempted actually to see what layer. Where's my test one gone? I'm going to test the nail polish. Thought I'd be freezing in here. I'm not. I'm quite the opposite. Okay, just going to test, because this might be an alternative to using, that's too close to the MDF colour. Whoo, stinks. Squeaky. Okay, so molten metal, that would be good for cogs. It's gone really dark, hasn't it? Hang on. Bring my lights close up. I don't think I'm going to get any brighter than that, to be honest. If I don't hand cut, I use a silhouette. But to be honest, the only reason I use a silhouette is because when I need to test cut, I need to get them done quickly. Okay, nail polish actually works really, really well. So if I... No, stop it. Sorry, I keep having to change my camera. Can you see that? So I've just done the ball in the nail polish. I think you would probably need a base coat. But then I suppose if you're putting 2 coats of nail polish on, you might not. Okay, so that's very, very quickly going over with 2 coats of nail polish. So I think you could, smell, I think you could get away with that. But today I want to have a go anyway with the embossing powder. So I'm just going to use some black acrylic because I quite like the darkness that you get on cogs. I'm not going to use a lot. So if I do one, and then I can show you how it's going to emboss up. So we're going to do the whole of the outside. I might do the numbers in a different colour. But you don't want to work too slowly, because if it dries before you put the glitter on, then the glitter's not going to have anything to stick to. Totally off camera, apologies. Just making sure it's got a good coating. The gun shouldn't be too loud. So all I need is a white background and I'll be alright. But no, I had to go with a fancy schmancy grey desk, didn't I? Tap it off. Excess away. I have a very sparkly desk in the morning. And I am going to use a protective sheet underneath because I do not want my desk getting ruined. Oh, yeah. I tell you, it's actually really therapeutic when you hand cut. Time consuming, but it is therapeutic. Okay. I'm hoping I'm not going to be too close. Let's actually do that. See if you can see the magic working. I think that's it. So now you've got your holographic shiny cog. Pretty sure I don't want to touch it yet. I need it to cool a little bit, but that, yeah, that's done. So if you haven't got any pads specifically for this job, don't panic, because it turns out you can use acrylic paint, which I think is pretty darn cool, to be perfectly honest, because I was getting really paranoid that I didn't have the ink pads. Although I have got them, if you tried to ink pad all these little bits of detail, you wouldn't have any luck at all. So I'm really pleased. So I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with the rest of it, but for now, if you're happy and patient to wait, we're going to go and just do the rest of these cogs. And as I say, the numbers I will probably do something a bit different. So if you've got any questions, please ask away, because I don't want to be sitting here in silence. Right, got edge of a cog there. As I say, we're going to have to do it in sections because it does dry fairly quickly. There's a couple of numbers in here I need to make sure I don't go over. So I'm going to do that now because I can see some of it drying already. I have found this holographic powder seems to work best when it's on something dark. Just gently tap that. So I've got a few more natural sort of colours out. I've got blue for Alice, but I'm going to keep her as a silhouette. I don't want her to have loads of detail. Hi Maggie. So I'm just going to colour, but in silhouette. I've realised I've got the cat there as well, so I'm going to need to find a colour for that. Just be mindful if you're using a heat gun, if you put it too long on the wood, you end up risking burning the MDF, so just bear that in mind. I have iridescent somewhere. Can I find them? No idea. But that is just, I love that. Which is why I've pulled out the nail polish, to be honest, because I think the nail polish could be a really good alternative. I mean, the silver there has worked pretty well. So I think if I wanted to, I probably could get away with it. What I'll do is I'm going to do a natural colour, see how I get on, and if I feel that actually it needs something a bit more snazzy, I don't know why I'm looking up there, you're over there, then I can look at maybe going back over the top with something else later. And this one is a copper colour, so it might work. What I'm trying to do though is avoid all the clock numbers, the furniture, the bottle. Just trying to keep it all tuck that up in there. I've just had a comment on my post in the group, but I can't reply. Okay, so you can see, I keep looking over there, but I can't actually see. You can see a 1 and a 1 there, so I just need to keep that. That's drying already, so we're going to have to finish this cog off next. I quite like the fact that it's almost acting upon, not the rustiness of it, but the texture you would get with an old cog. I suppose it is rust, but it's a glittery version. If you are watching the live in a group or on my page, I can't answer questions, I'm afraid. You'd have to pop over onto the live feed and just pop a comment down below and I will, or in the live chat I should say. I'm just tapping it to allow it to fall through the holes, and then I know it's fully covered, and then just tapping it off. This stuff's old. This was my mum's old powder. Try not to rub it either until you've got it. Hi, Erica. Oh, I have loads of mica powder. Loads of mica powder. I think if I had a coating first, that would help. Do you know what? I'd like to see that in different colours. So if you had like dark and then maybe blue, and then should we try that? Should we try a different colour instead of just black? Let's do it, shall we? Let's push the boat out. See what happens. Let me see if I can answer this person's question, or whether or not I need to. Oh no, I forgot it was that. How dare I? I did a live feed, Great British Bake Off's on, isn't it? Please don't run away and leave me. I'm going to try this really gorgeous violet. In fact, I might just alternate between the two, because I have seen what this looks like on violet and it looks really nice. Hi Vicky, hi Erica. Okay, so let's do some violet then, and see if we can see much difference when we come to doing the powder. I'd say there's a number in there, but it's not. It's the outer edge of that cog. But I know sometimes people can worry a little bit about what to do with things like this that are so detailed, but sometimes a simple approach is all you need. I'm going to see if I can get this covered. I can't believe how quick this is drying on here. Okay, let's see if I can get... It doesn't necessarily have to be 100% coated again, because it all adds to texture and adds a bit of interest. It's been a little bit better. My throat really hurts now, so I don't know whether I'm just fighting something off. I think because my immune system is pretty good, that when I have a cold or a sore throat or I'm poorly, I'm sort of always in between. I'm never really poorly, and I think that's what does me in, because you can't tell whether I'm fighting something off or whether I'm just really like need a break. Okay, so this was done with the purple, not the black. Do you know, I don't think there's much difference. You can barely... I don't even know whether... Yeah, you can sort of see it through the camera. Can you see a tone shift between this and this? I quite like it because it works on that holographic aspect of it. Can you see that? I quite like that, which means I'd be tempted to go along with like a dark green and a dark blue, and it all adds into that. There might still be a bit on that needs doing, into that tonal shift. There's not much coming off actually. No, that's all right. Okay, yeah, I'm quite tempted. I don't know if that's going to be too light. Okay, so thinking cerulean blue and maybe mid green or light sap green, actually light sap green. If anyone could just magic these out for me, let me know. Right, look for blue first, Bonnita. Cerulean blue, got. Anyone remember what green I said? Light sap green, light sap green. Light sap green, where are you? Light sap green. Yes, there is, yeah. I'm having to lean over because I can't actually see. Sorry, I sniffed right in your ear then. I'm guessing the colours would be brighter if you used a different... Let me show you on... It's really tricky because it's... Oh, poo bags. Maggie, please remind me that my entire bag of pipettes has just fallen down the back of my packing station. So when I'm panicking going, where are they all? Can you remind me, please? Okay, so these are the ones that I experimented on. When it's on light colour, you can't actually see it very well. I don't know how you can... All you can see is a bit of a sparkle, basically. But the more darker the colour, the more effect you get. So it doesn't really work on the lighter colours, but it works on these darker ones. So you need quite a rich... I just love that. You need quite a rich dark pigment if you're going to do it. So we'll try with the green. Let's go purple. Let's do more of the purple because I really like that. I need to come up and try and avoid that green. Also acrylic markers, the Posca markers. I've got gold. I might do the numbers in the Posca markers because it would be easier to use them on. Might have to do a couple of layers, but... if I do up, let's do up to here, and then we'll swap over to the blue, and then we'll move to the green. Tippy tippy tap tap. Okay, so just tap it to help it level out. I don't want to tap too hard. Got a very sparkly desk. I have to make sure I clean this before I carry on with the commission tomorrow, otherwise she's going to have a very sparkly doggy. Pretty much, yes. All my baby ones getting really hot now. Okay, blue. That's a nice blue. I don't know how it's going to show up on there though. We may need to darken it slightly with a bit of the violet. Totally. I'm not even going to explain what my child has left me with in my kitchen because I had the stupidity to leave my resin kit out on the table. I don't even want to face tidying it up right now. Oh, Erica. You had to go there, didn't you, lovely? I think a glittery one would be quite fun. Right, we're going to go on to the blue. If I find that, in fact, I'm going to do a little bit. Because if I find it's too blue and it's not showing up, I'm going to mix it with a bit of the violet and see what it looks like. So I'm just going to try a little area first. The most annoying thing about glitter is keep having to put it back in the pot. It works, but it's too strong a transition. So I want to darken that blue. So I still want it to be blue, but I want to darken it. So I'm adding the violet. I'm hoping I can do this on top because I don't actually know. I suppose it's almost going along the lines of representing the confusion and all that malarkey that she's going through, going down the rabbit hole. I'm trying to act like I actually know what I'm doing here and it's all intentional. If it's working, give me a thumbs up. Shall we have a little game in a minute without breaking the internet or getting you told off? Shall we have another let's see who can say it all in one go? Yes, it would. With the sparkle too? I think quite possibly. Right, what's the time? Okay, you have until 1:45. You have 4 minutes. 4 minutes to see who can type Alice one line at a time. So you have to press A, enter, L, enter, I, enter, C, enter, E, enter. You're not going to win anything because actually, yeah, I'll give a free print to anybody who can do that without being interrupted. You've got 4 minutes, 3 minutes now. Oh, there's some close ones going on. That works well, but I think that area didn't have enough powder on it. So what I'm going to do is I need to almost blend it out here. It's too much of a strong transition. So I'm going to go in with a bit of the violet. Blend it out a bit. Put another coat there. I'm going to go with another coat. That's better. Hey, well done, Wendy. You did. Well done. Oh dear, we have a winner. Chicken dinner. Oh no, I did worry about that. That happened last time. So I thought maybe if I chose last time, people had to put the word flamingo. So you can imagine what that looked like. So I thought I'd keep the word short. Oh, well done. Too old my arse. That's better. Can you see how much more natural that transition is that I've managed to get it? So it doesn't look so harsh. That's a much better blend. I like that. Okay, so we're going to work on our green now, and that should hopefully match in quite nicely. Again, I might just tone that down with the violet. Oh, that makes a beautiful dark green. Okay. Well, that's a nice blend there. So that blends into that quite nicely. Then we can start coming up a little bit lighter at this end. But again, it just means that we get a much more gentler transition. And then I'll try and blend over this side as well. Oh, I'm going to have to draw the cat in gold now because I've just gone over his tail. There. Come on, come out of the pot. Do you know what? As long as people are amused and they're having fun watching me do my thing, then I am a happy bunny. There is a lot of holographic glitter. I'm going to show you the backing paper I'm going to use in a minute. I'm really pleased with that. Okay, so that is how we're looking. Now we've done the transition, and it almost works because you're starting from light to the top and you're getting darker as you go down. And I mean, that bottom is just, it's a divine bottom. Okay. So I am thinking that we do the Cheshire Cat in, I've got orange Posca pen, and I don't know that orange is going to be too harsh. I might do the tree in gold. The easier we can make life, the better. Or I wonder. It's probably too pink when you catch the light. I'm just trying to think whether we keep that tree more natural or whether I do it gold. I don't want loads of things standing out. I thought you just said porno. Erica, lovely. Me and you need to have words. Only joking. Makes it fun, makes it fun. Okay, so I've got the Mars brown, which is what I was going to originally do the tree in. I tell you what we haven't got is we need the colours for the cards. So let's try the Posca pen. And fingers crossed this is going to work, and we're going to do the cards the appropriate colour. Is that in focus? Yeah, so we're going to do, that's hidden by the tree. I will do 2 coats of this. I haven't shown you the backing paper, have I? It's probably going to be a bit tricky to see while we've got all this wood colour, but once it's all coloured in, it will make the background less confusing. So I tried to print it off in colour, as you know, at the beginning, and my printer just totally failed me because I have to replace 2 inks. So unfortunately we have a black and white version. Yes, definitely. I might either do the gold polish or the gold pen. So this is the backing paper that we're using. I don't know how well you can see that. Or I may even use the Pinata because that actually has quite a mirror finish. So let's move that for a sec. Can you see that very well? Oh, such an annoying delay. Anyway, this is the backing paper that we're gonna be using. So when you get your nicely, oh, stay in there, brush. What I should have probably done is shrunk it actually. And then that will sit on that round backing that you saw, and then that will sit behind her. I think I may even, oh no, that's, aha, look. So we've got the cards there, which I quite like, and we have the caterpillar. And they're quite nicely placed. Or we can have the white rabbit and there, the white rabbit and the tea party. Can you see? Come on, camera. Sorry, I'm having to keep moving. Can you see that? I just like the way they're peeking out. Yeah, I quite like that. What am I missing here? I'm really bad on Amy Howard's live stream. I offended a woman and Rob. She was shocked that the moderators and Amy stuck up for it because they know you, don't they? So, oh, hang on. Oh no, look, Cheshire Cat. Oh, I think I like that more because you've got him here and I quite like his head there. Watching her fall. Oh God, okay, wait for it. You're not helping me here, guys, are you? At all. Anyway, we'll decide on that later. Let's crack on. So I'm going to do another coat on this. Still need to decide. I might even leave the tree natural. And then just to be a little bit different, blue tack on my finger now. Out. Yeah, I tried to print mine as sepia and my printer decided to run out, so that didn't help. Okay, no, that's fine. Don't need to worry about that. Okay, so let's... Do you know, I wasn't going to make stuff sparkle, but do you know what? It's mine and I can do what I like. And I am going to do what I like. Because you can never have too much sparkle in your life. And that's quite sweet. I do wish I'd done the, I didn't think it was going to be quite this pale. In fact, let's colour that red. Okay, so what else? We've got a heart over here. If anybody is interested in the paper cutting templates, the link is down below in the description. I have also linked Helen's shop if you would like the blanks like I am painting today. So depending on your craft preference, you've got the option of the two. Okay, anywhere else? That's it. Okay, so we said gold for the lock, didn't we? I don't know whether I'm going to be able to use The Bonnita, I think, would probably use the brass or the gold. Brass, I think. Brass. I just have a horrible feeling that I'll do what I did last time. Ah, you've got to have a bit of Bonnita in your life. Haven't they done one of them parodies for pretty much every film ever made? Okay, I know this isn't the way you're supposed to use it, but this is the way I'm going to use it. Oh, hello, I'm doing the numbers like this, I think. Well, that dried mega quick on this MDF. Wow. There you go. I'll put a second coat on it in a minute. Not that it needs it, but wowzers. Okay, so I'm quite tempted to do the letters in silver. Letters? Numbers. Just because I think she needs some paler colours to lift her a bit. I can't hear my ball rattling. Where is it? There it is. Okay. I'll do the same as what I've just done because I'm lazy like that and it worked, so why not? I've just got the tissue under there just to soak any fallout, essentially. No! Get off there, get off, get off, get off, get off. I can't get it off. Ah! It went a little bit floody into, obviously, the crevices to where the... Not that I think it's a problem. But still, it's annoying. Right, I'm going to put a quick second coat on this key and lock. I totally had no intention of being all glittery. I'm in a bad mood, but glitter is making me feel magical. Good. Phone's gone mental. We want everybody to go back feeling wonderful. I like to cheer people up, and I like to know that they've at least been able to watch and feel better. Okay, so that's the second coat on that key, so it's giving it a bit more of a mirror finish. So we'll just do the same again on these numbers. Glitter always cheers me up. Glitter and music. My girl's the same. She loves her music. Don't go too mad on them. Right, okay, I need to do these numbers. Could have had great fun with the Queen of Hearts. You imagine how glittery she could have been. So I think that's all the numbers. I know I'm being a bit premature putting a second coating on, but and you didn't see any of that really, did you? So yeah, I'm doing well. Okay, so we need to put the sparkle on that heart. That's come out thick. I think we forget how much nail polish can be used for everything but nails. Especially glittery stuff. You think how hard it is to get off your nails. It's pretty good. I've got to find my black Posca pen for the spades. Oh, the diamond. Nobody pointed out the diamond. You weren't looking, nor was I, apparently. The diamond, I think we're going to have either plain or a different colour glitter. So that's the glitter on the diamond. I need to move my camera up. There we go. Just say it's for someone. Oh, just say it's for someone else. Hang on, what have I missed? Oh, what have I missed? Okay, I can't even read because my eyesight's that bad. I can't read my Mac over there. So I'm going to have to go through all the chat at the end and work out what you're all saying. I've done it again. I've put my finger in. No, I can't read it. My eyesight physically can't read it. So let's not try. As long as you lot are having fun, that's all that matters. I might have to start putting moderators in this group. Okay, let's grab the black and then I can do the other cards. The bottle, I'm probably going to do this really pale shimmery blue. But if I do the bottle now, then it gives it time to dry. Hi. Well, nice to see you passing through. Okay, so the bottle, we're going to do blue. I probably should have done an undercoat. Or should I have done an undercoat? It wants to look translucent, doesn't it? I don't know, 2 coats might be enough. I'm going to leave it there so I can colour the top of the bottle. We've just gone all out crazy with glitter. As I say, I had no intention of doing that. That needs to dry. Stop fiddling. I am, yes, trying. Okay, black. Oh, dagnammit, I've got blue here. Am I going to find my black? I bet you I'm not going to find my black. I found my black. Haha. Notch in there a bit. Okay, so black. I'm going to polka dot the teapot, I think. probably should have pulled out my white. I just have to use my white Posca. These Poscas work so well on this, it's ridiculous. Look how rich that black is. I'm going to include that to come over the tree. I might just leave the tree as it is. I might not do anything with it. Okay, can you decide? This is your choice for the Cheshire Cat. Orange or gold? I'm quite tempted to leave the clubs and the spades a matte black. I like the blue colour for the tea set, just so make all blue or purple. Oh, here you are, here you are. Bonnita, I'll send you an image in messages so you can see the joke. Okay. Katie, I got in from work and I need to do you know what? I've totally not even kept up with Inktober. I never do. Ever. Oh dear. Well, that put a smile on anyone's face. Do you not think that's too subtle for a teapot? See, the lightness of the numbers lift it. So I think if I'm going to do the teapot blue, it needs some white spots on there because I think it's all... No, that needs colour underneath. It's all getting a bit too dark. Orange. Okay. I've got glitter all over my face. You know when you get glitter on your nose and you can see it? And you just see this glittery thing through the edge of your eye. It's very annoying. God, I love Posca pens. I really wish I had more. Perfect on this wood. I've put my finger in that blooming silver again. Come on, woman, wake up. Now I can go in with this colour. What do you usually get from Inktober? Inktober is just basically I suppose an exercise in freeing yourself up. You have prompts that you can follow. I love the idea, but in my personal opinion, I feel it's been made into this massive stress for artists where actually it was never supposed to be that. It was just supposed to be a way of getting out of a funk, really, and just sort of going back to the roots of doodling and illustration. So the premise of it is that you just go back to using an ink pen or ink liquid or whatever your choice is, to really just go back to the basics of drawing. But every year, it's in my opinion, it's never a doodle anymore. It's just full-blown art, and I just never have the time to complete it. I have done a few, but not many. I did a load last year. To give you an example while they're drying, let me zoom that out. Isn't the thing above the teapot's supposed to have eyes and a mouth. The thing above the teapot? Don't know what you want about, lovely. Oh, okay. So this was last year's Inktober. So you have a prompt every day, and I don't know why that's so bright. Yeah, you have a prompt every day, and you just draw to that prompt. So whatever comes to your mind. So this was poisonous, so I decided to do a snake wrapped around a heart. Tranquility, so I just doodled in my normal style and done a very tranquil, trippy looking stag thing. Roasted, so I had a dragon roasting my coffee beans in my dreams. Inktober day, however that was day 4, was spell, so I had some runic spell things going on. A chicken, so I made Mr. Fancy Butt. Drooling, so I did, I don't know what's going on with this, it must be you. Let's try that, that's a little bit better. Venom, exhausted, this is me in my current state most of the time. That was just me experimenting. That was star, so I did a constellation. Precious, time. Flowing. This was cruel, and I did this based around marketing agencies of dieting and magic pills and all that crap. Whale, and that was as far as I got, and then I ended up using my book just for doodling instead. But that gives you an idea of what it essentially is. So yeah, I think it's built up to be quite a headache for some people, and people don't enjoy it as much as they used to, which is a shame. Okay, I need to fix my mess, and I'm trying to think what I have that I can fix it with, and I don't think I really do, so I'm just going to have to put another coat on and then keep my fingers away from it. Yeah, and I mean, the point of Inktober was these shouldn't take you long, and they should just be quick ways of getting back into enjoying art again, rather than it, as I say, rather than it being this headache. But it seems to, I mean, it's massive. It's a massive global thing now, and he's done really well, and I love the ethos behind it. But I don't know, I just find it's all gone a bit crazy. Okay, that's dry enough. So what I want to do is I want a gold top on this lid. Not that you can really see that. And a label. And then my white. I can never remember which white works very well. I think it's probably the one that's not in here. Hi Doris. Okay, so we'll just do some little spots to lift it. I'm going to let this grow on me, and if I don't like it by the end, then I'll just paint over it. Okay, so let's do the cat Another cat is... It's ginger all over, isn't it? Why do I keep thinking purple? I think that's the Disney version, isn't it? Cheshire cat. I suppose the Disney version's purple, but the Tenniel. Yeah, I mean it's great if you can do it, and I do envy those that can actually get a whole month done. And Katie, who you just saw nip in and nip back out again, she's got a really cute character mouse that she does Inktober with. Oh, bless you. Thank you. She really is loving her fruit teas. So, okay, we're going to do orange and black then, because obviously we don't want to do the Disney version. That is the joy about my designs as well, by the way. They don't infringe on anything because they're based on the Ted T. O'Neill, I don't know. That bloke, the original guy. It's going to be hard to do his tail because I've purposely made the design to have some cuts in his tail, but we'll add some more stripes anyway, just to give him a bit more interest. I don't want to add too much. I don't like the teapot. I don't want to add too much in the way of detail because I don't want to have to work too much on Alice. If I'm perfectly honest, I'm being a bit lazy. I have to say this MDF is taking everything I'm putting on it without a problem at all, and it's really lovely to work on. So I'm quite excited to, and that gold's not working, really excited to do the Queen of Hearts one. I think hers would come out really super. Yeah, but that's the point. I think that's what irritates me a little bit, is it makes you feel like you've not done a good job. But at the end of the day, that's not what Inktober's about. Inktober's about just releasing and trying. And I keep talking with a raised bit at the end of my voice, and it's really irritating. So I'm going to stop now. Yeah, and that was never, I don't think, the intention, but it just seems to have created this snowball effect that now everybody really has to do their thing. Oh, the teapot looks better. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do her last. No, I've read that. Honestly, my eyesight, I know I keep going on about it, but wow. Okay, so we've got the chair, Alice, and the cat to finish. Oh, I need to see. So a Cheshire cat is basically based on a tabby cat, isn't it? But I'm going to try not to go on a tangent looking at really cute tabby cats on Google while I try and find just a reference. What have you done? What's happening? Why have you frozen? Stop it. Oh, tabby cat. Orange. See, they don't actually have. This is what I could do with a brown, really, because, oh, I wonder. I don't know if that's going to be too pale. I just think black might be too harsh. Let's try it. And then you can all tell me. No! No, no, no. There we go. I can't run out of black. Let's have a little black tip. I don't know. It looks a bit strange up there. I don't want him to look like a tiger. But he's stripy, and that's what he is, so I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I genuinely don't know what to do. I need to wait for that to dry. I'm wondering if I can... Can you see that? Do you think that looks alright, or do you think that's a bit... I'm supposed to wear glasses, but without sounding like I need a pity party, I can't afford to buy them, so I should have had my prescription dealt with last year and I haven't, so it's making it worse, which is probably, in all honesty, why I suffer with headaches so badly right now. As I say, I'm waiting for an appointment from the doctor because I keep waking up with a swollen eye. So I need to get that sorted out. But I don't think where I need to buy an overhead LED light that can sit on my wall and shine down. But the trouble is, because I have two really harsh LEDs are literally right next to where I work, I think that dries my eyes out much quicker as well. I used to be long-sighted. I've now magically made myself short-sighted from doing all this close-up detailed work, basically. Some very fine black lines along the edge of the orange lines. You and your fine lines, missus. But yeah, quite potentially. So I don't want it to be too detailed. I'm being impatient and I'm not letting this tail dry. Somewhere, I think it's next door, is my 003. That'll do. That'll do. That'll do. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, I don't need to wear mine when I'm working. I need to wear them when I'm like sat here trying to see my screen or watching the TV. But for anything, I don't know, probably 3 feet, I'm fine. It's anything sort of beyond that, really. Okay. I'm still thinking we need to leave the tree as it is. I'm really pleased with the lock and key. So what are we going to do with this chair? I'm quite tempted to dig the old Mars Brown out. Yeah, it makes a big difference, doesn't it, when you get headaches, to whether you need glasses. Trouble is, I don't respond well to inflammatory foods either, so I don't help myself because I have to go. I'm normally so positive when I talk about this, but the reality is I have to miss out on so much food I want to eat that I end up going, oh, screw this, and then I end up eating it. And then I feel rotten for days and days and days, which doesn't help either. I need a... Oh, I wonder if I can cheat. I can. I don't know if it'll work though. Sort of. Just a little bit of lightness, just to try and give it, it's not light enough. Box full of glitter here, it's having great fun. Let's use that for the sake of trying to find 50 other paint colours. That's a tight lid to get back on. Just want to try and make the chair a little bit, there we go, a little bit more 3D. I think that's done the job quite nicely. So we'll do the front leg. And then that back leg needs to go back to being dark. There's me going, oh, I'm not going to do any detail, me. No, I have to go and be all picky and fussy and... Oh, but that does look pretty damn 3D, don't you think? Pretty impressed with that. You'll have to send me a link, Pam. Okay, so I still think the tree looks odd on its own. I quite like the fact that we're starting light though and we're bringing it dark down. I think I do need to cover this though, because I think it looks odd that it doesn't match. And then we're going to do the blue acrylic for Alice's dress. I have no idea what I'm going to do for her hair. Looks really orangey down the phone, but it's not. Okay, Alice. Oh, I need to... Her apron. I'm trying to think where her apron falls. Again, because T-N-E-L, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Because his illustrations were done in black and white, in reality her dress could be any colour. It doesn't have to be blue. Yes, actually that's a really good idea, Wendy. So I don't know. See, what do we do with the face? Do I draw a face on her now I've decided to go all this stupid detail? I don't know what to do now. I haven't done myself any favours. But I think she deserves to look as fancy as she can. I need the white. I'm trying to think where my white is. I'm pretty sure my white isn't in here. Oh, there's a bit of white there. Bung that on the end. I'm wondering if we should have done it a different colour now, but I'm putting all over my... Oh, it's my crap paper anyway, so that's all right. I'll repaint some of that blue in a minute to give her more shape definition. Dear, she'll need another coat of that as well. So let's just mark it in, and then I probably should have done the white first if I'd thought about it. Right, so if I make the penny down to there, we'll wait for that to dry and I'll bung another coat on. I don't know, I honestly wish I'd just done her one colour. And I'm not going to make her entirely blue. If I change my mind after, I'll just wait for it to dry. I'm quite happy with that. I don't think it spoils it, her being one colour. Yeah, I quite like that actually. And what I'm going to do, just to give it a bit of interest, is just a little bit of shading here and there. Let's get that lighter blue. Yeah. That light behind me is really irritating. Yeah, I quite like it. I'm quite tempted to bring the lilac in a bit more though, and have her like a proper silhouette, like you're literally just seeing her go down the rabbit hole. Will you get off my brush? Thank you. Just trying to blend it out a bit. Yes. head first down the rabbit hole. Her head's in the shade, shadow, and then she's ombre'd out. I like that. Really like that. Okay. Maybe the only little touch of detail I'll put is the black of her shoe. So how's everyone finding the fur series? Useful, I hope. Trying to blend the shoes out as well so they're not too... There we go. Rob. You're missing out on very useful practical information. I hope you know that. Okay, so let's go in with the brown of the tree. And I might make the tree brown a little bit more on the burnt sienna side. I cannot feel my toes. It's so cold in here. This is a real mismatch. I'm going to have to go over that again in the Posca pen in a minute, of mediums. But I don't know. I quite like how crazy it is. It sort of adds to the element of her falling down the rabbit hole and it all going a bit mental. Pretty sure I bought some playing cards the other day purposely to back this with, but I can't remember now. And if I did remember, I wouldn't have a clue where I've put them. You've got to help me, Rob, by watching. They're fun, I promise. And very informative. Try and get under his little paws there. Couple of leaves, so I need to make sure I keep them. In fact, I've got the green Posca. I might just Posca over the top. Can't believe how fine her machine gets these. She's got some really beautiful designs, so make sure you check her shop out. Again, if you're not into the whole doing this, then they are available as paper cutting templates. Oh, feet. Cheers, Rob. It's gonna look nice up on my office wall. Okay, I'll let that dry off a little bit, and oh look, I've still got a tiny bit of green. Oh, I've missed a bit of branch. I think it needs to be lighter. Cute. I think that's supposed to be a leaf on the back of his leg there, so I'll just paint that in. I like what you have done for Alice. It is. I really like it. And actually, I may do something similar on the whole of the next one. Yeah, but I quite like how, as I say, how crazy she is. I like how it adds to that effect. I agree, Pam. I do find it crazy that you get like some ridiculous amount of views and then you get 5 thumbs up, and actually it's the thumbs up that YouTube really pay attention to. So if you are watching, and you know, if you haven't commented, thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, but hitting that thumbs up for me actually makes a huge difference. So every little counts. I'm not going to do tons of detail on the tree, but just enough to bit of texture. I think it's worth these upper layers having the detail because, as I say, we're closer to the top of the rabbit hole and she's falling down into it. It is, and do you know what I like? Just having fun with it. I think when we get to do these things, we can be a bit stiff and we forget to just, you know, if something doesn't work out, it doesn't work out, and paint over the whole lot and start again. So it's not the end of the world if something goes wrong. So yeah, I just love experimenting. Maggie will tell you, I just sit there and play. I think when we confine ourselves to rules around what you can and what you can't do when it comes to artistic and creative things, that's when we start to really jar ourselves and put ourselves in a little box, and then we get frustrated and we just don't enjoy what we're doing anymore. Part of, or one of the reasons I like being an artist in the public eye is because I like to push forward the idea of having fun and just being creative and just letting go. You know, and I hope, especially with my patrons and, you know, people that watch me on a regular basis, that that comes through, because I think it is so important just to have fun. And you learn something along the way. You learn whether that worked or not, or whether you would do that again, or, you know, you suddenly make this. I tell you what, I'm going to do the snowflake before I finish today. Yeah, and then you work out what works and what doesn't work. So you just have fun with it. What I'm going to do, like now, I'm going to do that colour. I'm running out of holes, so let's grab my tile. I'm just going to get my... Oh, and it's shimmery. Oh, it's yum. I'm just going to very quickly, while this is settling and drying, I'm going to paint over... Oh, it's actually quite translucent. That's annoying. White it is then. Or this off-white. Lids. I'm just going to cover this with sparkle and just have it ready for my... I'm not going to say the word yet. So while I'm just waiting for everything to settle and dry on what I've done so far, I'm just going to quickly put a coat of this, and then when I do the second coat, and then I'll put the embossing glitter on there. You'd be a lot tidier if you do this. On this particular one, I will go round and tidy it up later on and go in all the crevices and things, but where my glitter is going to fall, it's not such a problem. Ah, thank you. I have discussed with Amy actually, and I know that she's very, very busy. She's obviously got a huge following, and I know that she can be pretty busy, but we have had discussions. I think, I don't know, I think because we're quite similar, it's hard to do a collab with somebody who does very similar things to you. It's good to do it with somebody that maybe is complete opposite to what you do, but yeah, Amy's done so well for herself. She really has. She's worked so hard, and it's paying off for her, which is great. I haven't had a chance to get the Patreon video up today, but it is done and edited, so it is just a case of getting it uploaded, so that won't take long. Right, okay, so I've very quickly just, not that you can see, done a quick coat over that, and we'll finish that in a minute. So I'm really loving that effect on Alice. I'd really be tempted to do an entire ombre. Now, do we think that it needs anything else? I don't think it does. Let's zoom you right out so you can get the whole effect. I think the teapot gets a bit lost. What do you think? I'm really happy with how glittery she is. Oh, I don't know, maybe it doesn't. It's really light through my camera. It's doing my caboodling. Let's take you down to a more realistic light. It's casting a shadow on that white paper, which is really confusing. Let's see if I can move that back a bit. That might help. Cheshire Cat might be a bit sticky out. I have to make him all the red. That is very true. I'm going to do more detail on the Cheshire Cat because I think he's a little bit too orange. So I just want to add a little bit more just to tone down his flatness, if that makes sense. That's better. Do you know what I've just realised? Okay, I'm going to be really clever now, and if anybody asks, don't send them back to this video, because you're ready for this. I'm a genius without knowing it. I've painted the top green, which is where the tree is, which is where she falls down the rabbit hole when she sat on the grass reading her book. And I happen to have done green grass across the tree, so yeah, kudos to me. Oh dear. It is, isn't it? And I'm not sure it works. I think the cards could have done with being a bit deeper red as well, but okay, what are we going to do about this teapot? I genuinely do not know right now what I want to do with this teapot. The only colour we haven't used is the violet, so maybe if I lighten some violet up. As I say, if it doesn't work, then I'll just paint over it when it's dry. Night, Doris. See, this is what I mean. If you don't like something, you just wait for it to dry and paint over the top. You couldn't get any better than that, could you? Oh, there's my white. I did wonder where it was. That's a bit better, I think. And do you know what? I'm going to be a little bit clever, and I'm going to ombre the teapot as well. Not much, but a little bit. No. When you blend with acrylic, it's better to try and do it with a dry... I mean, you should be working with a dry brush anyway. You don't really want to work with a wet brush. Swap over to a drier brush just to blend that out a little bit more. There we go, that'll do. I'm being super fussy now. Nice dark lid. Reverse ombre on the handle. Probably can't see that very well. Again, it's casting shadows, which isn't helping. I love the shadows, by the way, that she creates. So I think in terms of detail and everything, she is pretty much done. So so this will be the backing paper that she's going to go on. And I do think I am really tempted to have the Cheshire Cat there, or the White Rabbit and the Tea Party, but I'll figure that out later. So that's where we currently are. Let's put it on autofocus and we'll scan over the whole thing. So that's the bottom. And then we work our way up to the top. But I think, yeah, I think she looks all right. Pretty happy with that. So let's do this snowflake. And then see what gorgeousness this is going to look like. So now I've gone and ruined my nice clean white. I'm just going to put a little bit more on. Okay, paintbrush, clean preferably. Dry it off. Let's zoom you in. So you're going to get another coat. Might have to work in sections again. Now I haven't used really this on white, so it'd be interesting to see how it comes out. Keep putting the lid on, but then I have to use it again, so I don't quite know why I do that. Instead of keep coming backwards and forwards, I'm going to attempt to paint the whole thing, get it all covered, and then just heat gun it in one go. I should be able, that's still quite tacky, so I should actually be able to do the whole lot again. I'm being a bit crude, so I'm probably not showing the potential off as much as I could with these, but I wanted to just give you the idea of, you know, even having something simple can look really nice. Oh, they do behave when you're painting them, not even moving around the paper. Spoke too soon, didn't I? So you would be a bit neater and use a smaller brush, because it's just gathering a little bit in some of the corners. But hey, if it holds more glitter, then I am all for it. Okay, let's go for it. I would do both sides. I'm not going to do both sides tonight, but I would do both sides. Just looks lovely on its own right there. Oh, I didn't see Rob saying goodnight. Sorry, Rob. Okay, you see that? Oh, that's so delicious. Okay, so let's it's always worth flicking the back of your card when you're putting it back in your pot because it helps loosen any glitter. Right, let's crack on. Okay. I'm going to leave it out of focus because out of focus means you can see how actually very shiny it is. But, I mean, she sells these really, really cheap. So, I mean, how cheap is decorations like that for your tree? See how much not shiny it is now, all because I've taken the focus off. Come on, be all glittery and pretty. You get the gist. I'm trying to move my LED light to see if I can get it to capture. This is better off out of focus, wasn't it? My desk looks like an elf has just farted over it. Okay, I'm going to put you out of focus now purposely. So you can just admire what the glitter should look like. Look at that, see? So that's what I see when I look at it in the light. But the camera's just so focused on picking up details. It's lush, trust me. Okay, well, I've been petting a unicorn all night. Exactly that. Guess what I happen to have in a drawer next to me? Yeah, I come prepared. That might be too much on the edge, so let's try potentially or on the edge. Let's go with the edge. I'm going to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze. I don't know how long these have been sat in my drawer next to my desk, and I'll go, one day I'll have a use for these. Look at that. That'll be £10.99, please. Does that sound how much it'll cost you in the shop? I try and deliver whenever I can. So again, not having you in focus, you can really see how much sparkle is on there. That is lush. Oh, look at it. It's so dreamy. Look at that. Perfect. Okay, let's zoom you in so you can see where I've put the diamantes, just on the edge, very outer edge. And there you have it. Pretty happy with that. I'm going to do the other side another day. As I say, I'm going to go and put my unicorn to bed because it's made a right mess. And this office can stay looking like a dump site until I get up in the morning. Actually, till I get home from the school run, and then I'll deal with it. So thank you very much for watching. If you have enjoyed this video, please, please, please give us a thumbs up. YouTube really, really does love the algorithms of a thumbs up. And if you've enjoyed it, I don't do this particularly all the time, but if you like arty things, then, you know, hit that subscribe button. YouTube had a bit of a technical error. You need to reset your notifications to all because it reset a lot of them back to normal by accident. So you just need to check your notification settings because they have potentially been changed. I will be live again tomorrow for those of you that are regularly here to watch me do the art stuff, the drawing stuff. That I'm tidying while I'm talking to you. But thank you very much for your time this evening. Have a good morning, afternoon, evening, whichever it may be while you're watching, and I shall see you guys on the other side. Bye!